I share a 3-bedroom apartment with 2 roommates, and we just re-signed our lease for another year. The place is great, spacious, good location, but the rental market's brutal, so we're sticking it out. We've had minor clashes over cleaning standards, but nothing major until recently. The issue: one roommate's plant obsession has taken over our shared space, and it's making the apartment feel like it's hers alone. It started small. A year ago, she had 5 or 6 plants in the living room. Cute, green, no big deal. But now, there are over 20, crowding every surface. The coffee table's buried under pots, shelves are packed, and she's even hung plants from closet doorknobs. They're mostly propagations of the same 2 species, so it's not just variety, it's quantity. The living room feels like a jungle, and not in a cozy way. I can't set down a drink or watch TV without moving ferns. My other roommate, who mostly sticks to the kitchen, hasn't complained, but she's staying out of it. It's not just aesthetics. My roommate's constantly repotting, leaving dirt on tables and windowsills. One sill is so caked, my cleaning attempts barely made a dent, and I'm worried we'll lose part of our deposit. She's also moved my stuff without asking, like a baker's rack I loved, now shoved in a closet, eating up storage. Worst of all, she relocated my sentimental plant pot, a gift from my grandma, to a shady corner where it's wilting. I told her it needed sun, but she insists on keeping blinds open for her plants and says I can't open windows because it'll stress them. Her bedroom, the biggest with south-facing windows, is already a greenhouse with 20 plants, but she keeps adding more in the common areas. I tried to be chill. I've adapted when she's rearranged things before, but this feels different. The kitchen's now part of her propagation pipeline. Cuttings root on the windowsill before moving to the living room. Sticky gnat traps are everywhere, which I get are common with plants, but the sheer number is overwhelming. I finally snapped when she went on vacation and left a sticky note asking me to open and close her door for plant airflow. I did it, but it hit me how much I've been accommodating her hobby without any say. I sat her down and said we need to stop adding plants and talk about shared space. I wasn't mean. I get that plants bring her joy, but I explained the apartment doesn't feel like ours anymore. It feels like hers. She got upset, saying she just wants the place to feel lived in. I offered to collaborate on decorating, blending our styles, but she said I was interfering with her passion. I pointed out that her plants are everywhere, even affecting my stuff, but she doubled down, saying the space was bare before. It stung. She's acting like my contributions don't matter. I asked her to remove some plants or stop propagating in common areas. She hasn't agreed, and we're at a stalemate. I'm not trying to kill her vibe, but I want to say in our home. My room gets no light, so my plant has to stay in the living room, but it's like I'm a guest in my own place. I'm worried this'll escalate, especially with a year left on the lease. I get that she loves her plants, but shouldn't we all have equal claim to the space? So, am I the asshole for asking her to cut back on the plants? Thanks for listening, and if you want to hear more interesting stories, just click the link below.